Also, if you have a couple of small weights handy, it was a little bit leg intensive. So today, as I suggested, or as Janet had suggested, as we ended class on Monday, we're going to do just a little more upper body intensive, okay? So meet me at the back edge of your mat if you would. All right, so we're going to start off with our little standing forward fold sequence, and I'm just going to take a little rock between the toes of my heels, adding some shoulder rolls. You can add some wrists and forearms if you'd like as well, just little rotations, opening and closing the hands. Now I'm going to settle into my foot, and I'm going to stand quiet. I want to think about a string lifting out of the top of my head. We'll take a couple deep breath cycles here. Standing tall, we're going to inhale, the rib cage expands. Full exhale, the rib cage contracts. Focusing on those shoulders staying nice and low, string lifting out of the top of your head. Balancing between the toes and the heels. You can also kind of rock between the outside and inside of the foot. And let's take one more complete breath cycle here. Standing tall, a big inhale. And a big exhale. Next, we'll sweep the arms up on the inhale, big reach. I'm going to lift my heart, slightly contracting through the glutes, a little bend in the low back, and press open as I hinge. I'm going to reach for the floor. Now you can bend your knees to get here if you need that. Starting with a really easy pedal through the legs, pop one knee, straighten the other. Now I'm going to let the head relax forward. Shake the head no a couple of times. I'm going to settle both heels into the floor and walk a bit closer, hands to feet, bringing my belly button toward my, or bringing my chest toward my thighs. Soften the knees, slide the hands up. Let's unfold this one vertebra at a time, keeping that navel to spine connection, and we come up to stand nice and tall. Let's take a big inhale at the top, a little squeeze forward with your hips. Press the hands open as we hinge, lowering toward the floor. And this time might be a little easier, fingertips or knuckles or palms. Take a moment, leaning into this fold, let the head relax. Shake the head no a couple of times. Now, I'm going to bring my hands to my elbows and take an easy swing side to side. I'm going to scoop, I'm going to bring back to center, I'm going to scoop my belly, soften the knees and unfold, releasing the arms as I come up. Nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Head and shoulders, stack, ear, shoulder, hip, knees. Let's do that forward fold one more time. I'm going to take a big inhale. Arms are going to lift, hips press forward, hinge, and stop halfway. So I'm going to stay here for a moment with this long, flat back. Float the hands into the small of your back. And then let's take a little forward fold. Interlace your fingers and press the knuckles away. Feel free to lift and lower the arms, pedal through the legs, add a little side to side if you need some of that. I'm going to rest the hands in the small of my back. Soften both knees and unfold, bringing it up nice and slow, releasing the arms as I come to stand at the top. Let's take one more big cleansing breath. Arms are going to lift and then exhale, just floating it out. All right, so we're going to take a little walk on our mat, and we're going to come into our forward fold, walk forward into your downward facing dog. You can bend your knees at any point. We're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, I'm going to peel, dropping my chin, scooping my belly, sliding the hands down to reach the floor. Once you're here, let's take a little walk, reaching out into that downward facing dog, adjusting your stance, adjusting your hand placement as you need. And I'm pedaling through the heels, and I want to also think about pushing my chest in the direction of my feet, or maybe pushing the chest toward the floor, just increasing that upper body stretch. Now I'm going to take both heels to the floor, really trying to sink into those heels, double lift and lower, up and down. Keeping that belly button drawn in tight, guys. And one more lift, and then really sink into your heels. And I'm going to shift forward, just coming forward into my plank. So take a moment and adjust as you need. Now I want my hips nice and low. If your hips still feel like they're a little bit high, let's try and squeeze, engage a little bit lower here. Keeping it strong. We're going to chaturanga. I'm going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, I'm going to bend through the elbows, lowering chest to the floor, and then I'm just going to go ahead and let my legs and hips come down, and come up into a baby swan, baby cobra, just a small back bend. So my elbows are just right below my shoulders. Lengthening through the neck. Inhale. Now exhale, take it down, slide your hands back just a bit, and then press up, either into cobra or pressing into the top of your foot into your up dog. Keeping this long, keeping the glutes really strong, hands pressing through the floor. I'm going to inhale, exhale, lower with control, and press back for a small child's pose. Take your time, allow yourself to sink into that stretch. Now, coming back out to hands and knees, let's get some cat and cow breaths. I'm going to inhale, look ahead, exhale, and round. Scoop the belly. Inhale and exhale. Now on your next one, we're going to exhale, turn the toes, and press into your downward facing dog. So we're going to stay here for just a moment. I'm going to separate my feet just a bit. I'm going to push into my downward facing dog. Think about spreading the weight through your hands, keeping that navel to spine connection. Now I'm going to keep my left hand on the floor. Right hand is going to just reach across, get a little twist, get a little look, and then bring it back to center. Let's take the other side. Left hand is going to reach across, so maybe to the outside of the calf or maybe to your ankle, and then back to center. Let's do it again. Taking that right hand across, big twist, and back to center. Keep that belly button drawn in tight. Next side, big reach, big twist, and back to center. I'm going to shift forward into my plank. Let's hold that long line, hips are low, scapular push-ups. I'm going to lower and press. Lower and press. Keep it strong, guys. Squeezing through the glutes, engaging those thighs. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to press and hold. Keep that belly button in tight. And inhale, exhale, chaturanga, elbows close, lowering, and then bring the hips and legs to the floor. And one more time, little baby cobra coming up on your elbows. Or we're going to slide these hands back and then press up a little taller. You can keep the hips low on the floor or press into the top of the foot, taking that up dog. Inhale, exhale, lower with control. Pressing back for your child's pose. Already waking those triceps a little bit. Reaching out. Giving your hands, wrists, and forearms a little break. So it'll open and close, wrist rotation, anything you need here. All right, so let's kick it around and we're gonna come to our hips. We're gonna do our little half roll back. So if you have your chair, you can move it in, and I'm just gonna set the front feet on the sticky mat so that it doesn't really go anywhere. If you don't have a chair, that's okay. The first little bit, you can pretend there's a chair. We've done a little bit of this in some other classes already. So what we're gonna do is our half roll back. So we're gonna sit up nice and tall. We're gonna take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna take a half roll back. So I'm gonna scoop my belly round through the back. I'm gonna walk one leg up, other leg up, and hold. Keep reaching through those hands. Shoulders are nice and low, so if you feel a little tight, pull them down. Keep that length through the top of the head. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward, stretch, and sit tall. We're gonna inhale, exhale, half roll back, one leg up, other leg up, and this time we're gonna add the alternating extensions, right and left and right. Try to keep the knees just right next to each other, and right and left. Let's get one more each side, right and left, both feet up, big squeeze, heels together. Take an inhale, exhale down, stretch, reach, and we'll sit up tall. All right, so we're gonna add some rotation with that same little leg extension. Sitting up tall, we're gonna inhale, exhale, half roll back, one leg up, other leg up, this time hands together. We're gonna extend right, twist right, and left, and right, and left. Think about pulling that elbow back. A little extra twist in there, guys. Twist, and twist, and pull, pull. One more right, one more left. Both feet up. I'm gonna squeeze those heels together. Keep reaching. Inhale, exhale down, stretch forward and reach. Sitting up tall. All right, so I've got my chair right here in front. I'm actually gonna bring it to me a little bit. And we're gonna do these little crunches, extending the feet to either side of the chair. The next variation is we're gonna go over the chair. If you don't have a chair, that's okay. I want you to imagine that you do. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lean back into my hands, and I'm gonna bring my feet in. I'm gonna extend, crunch, extend, crunch, extend, crunch. Scoop the belly in, and push, and push, and push. Reaching out through it, push. Here's 3, here's 2. Last one. I'm gonna bring it in for just a quick little moment to give yourself a little break. You can adjust where that chair is if you'd like. This time, I'm gonna start on one side and take it up and over the chair, okay? Trying to keep the legs really straight. So I'm gonna lean back, and I'm gonna take it to one side, up and over, up and over. Really strong, come on, and squeeze. Squeeze those inner thighs. And big chair, little chair, you decide. And 3, 2, last one right here, guys. And bring it all the way back. Bring those knees in. If you have that chair, you can actually lean into it and take a little stretch. I'm going to push mine out a bit and get a little deeper stretch through the shoulders. All right, nice and tall. Okay, so we're going to go into some hundreds, and there is a variation with the chair. So you can rest the feet on top of the chair. You can hover the feet. You can extend, or we're going to come to the side and hug. So lots of little variations there for you. So what I'm going to do is come forward just a little bit and bring my heels onto the chair. So this is a little bit easy. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start off with just a little core activation. So I'm going to reach my arms, inhale, Exhale, reaching up, squeeze, looking toward your belly, and then lay this back. And bring it up and squeeze, looking toward your belly, and lay it back. You can keep your feet on the chair or hover and bring it up and squeeze, looking toward that belly button, guys, and lower it back. Let's get one more like this and bring it up, squeeze, and lower it back. All right, so I'm going to start like I normally would with my knees bent. You can rest your feet on the chair if you need that. We're going to come up and we're going to start with our pulses. We're going to flex on the inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, point and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, point and exhale. Now, take it long. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the legs a little bit higher. You can lower them down if you need to a little bit. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Now I'm going to take the legs lower. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to add a little squeeze. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3. Squeeze inner thighs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay here. And I'm going to come up a little higher. Lower the arms. Walk one knee in, other knee in. Take a little break. All right, so I am going to scoot my chair toward me just a little bit, and we are going to bring our heels on top of the chair. So we're going to be doing some bridging. We want to have the heels kind of pulling straight down into the chair as opposed to pushing out. I don't want your chair to slide. So I've got mine actually on my sticky mat, so hopefully I follow my own instructions. So I'm just going to dig my heels into the chair, and we're going to carefully, slowly, one vertebra at a time, lift into a bridge. So starting at your tailbone, we're going to inhale, exhale, peel, scoop, and lift into that bridge. Keeping it strong, hamstrings really active here. Let's take an inhale, exhale, down with control. Hips one at a time, or vertebra one at a time. All right, so you can adjust a little bit if you need that. And we're going to inhale, exhale, peel, scooping that belly, lifting into your bridge. Keep it really strong, guys. Hips are lifting. Inhale, exhale, down, one vertebra at a time. All right, so I'm going to take a quick little stretch, opening up through those hamstrings. We're going to single it out, so it's going to get a little stronger. You can always push that chair away and take your feet to the floor if you need that. All right, so I've got my feet right up on top of the chair, right about where the seat is. We're going to inhale, exhale, peel. Now I'm going to keep my left foot, I'm going to take my right foot, flex and lower just outside the chair, and point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Let's get one more this side, point and lift. Set that foot back to your chair. So you kind of have to find where that edge is. Ready? We're going to lift that left leg, extend, flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. One more, please. Point and lift. Set that foot back to the chair. Reposition. And walk it down. Nice and slow. Hips down. Walk those knees in. Let's take a quick little stretch. That one's pretty good for those hamstrings. All right. So again, we're going to take the foot on top of the chair, and we're going to do a single leg drive up and down. So as we do this, we want to think about the hips really lifting and the supporting leg, the one that's on the chair, really doing a lot of this work for you. All right, so I'm just going to place my foot on the chair. I think I'm going to go out here to the edge a little more. I'm going to try this one. So I'm going to extend my foot. So I'm going to go up with a flexed foot and come down with a pointed foot. Ready? So start with flex. Inhale, exhale up, and inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. 2 more, please. And down and up and down. Bringing it down nice and slow. Switch feet. If you need to adjust that chair, take your time, take your moment. Ready? New side. Let's take that flexed foot and drive it up. Point as you come down. Flex up. Point as you come down. Flex up. Point on the way down. Flex up. Point down. Let's get 1 more, guys. Flex up. Point coming all the way down. And we're going to take both knees into the chest. Now I'm just going to let my left leg rest over the chair while I take this right leg up and focus on this stretch. Nice long open hamstring, adding a little point and flex. Let's get a little PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitative stretch. All right, so we are going to pull to the leg, but then I want you, or we're going to pull the hand with the hands, but then I want you to push with the leg. So really kind of finding that oppositional force here. So push and pull, and then relax into it a little deeper. Do that again, push, pull. So I'm going to pull on that leg. I'm going to push my leg into my hands, really, really trying to oppose each other. And see if you can relax just a tiny bit deeper into that stretch. Now I'm going to cross my ankle to my left knee. It's still resting on the chair, but I can move it in a little deeper. You can even come in, thread, and extend your opposite leg. So I'm pushing this knee out and stretching through my left leg. All right, let's take the new leg, and I'm going to take my right leg. I'm just going to let it come and rest on the chair and unfold, lengthen, thinking about back of the thigh, those hamstrings opening up. Good inhale, exhale. All right, and I'm going to come forward a little bit, and I'm going to do my PNF stretching. So I'm going to pull my leg, and then I'm going to push my leg into my hands, really actively opposing. Come on, push, push, push. Then I'm going to relax into it just a little deeper. I'm going to do that again. A little push-pull. So I'm going to pull against my leg. I'm going to push my leg into my hands, really opposing those forces. Come on, guys. And I'm going to lay back. See if I can bring this leg in just a little closer, keeping this leg really long and straight. Now, cross your left ankle to your right knee. You can move that right leg in a little closer. Or you can even come and thread and work on that bend, extend. Keeping this right leg in the same place as you're doing this little nerve glide move. All right. Now I'm going to uncross. I'm going to bring both knees in, and we're just going to come up to have a seat. All right. Whew, hopefully everybody's doing well. We're going to just do a couple of little stand and then come to sit. Know where your chair is. So I'm just doing a couple with both feet on the floor, and I want to make sure I know where that chair is. Scoop the belly and lift, equally pressing into both feet. Now if you don't have a chair, you can do this on your couch. Hopefully your couch isn't too low, and hopefully it isn't too squishy. So we're going to come up, and then we're going to come down with control. All right, so here's your challenge. I'm going to lift and hold one leg. You can set the toe on the floor if you need. I'm going to come forward and stand. And then I'm going to come down with control to sit. So if you can, try to have the foot off the floor. Woo, it's a little hard. Coming up. And then you're going to come down nice and easy. Up. Pressing into that supporting leg. Lower with control. Let's get a couple more this side. Up. and down, nice and easy. And one more. And down with control. All right, switch sides. So same idea, that little sit just and stand, but we're doing it that single leg. Ready? So we're gonna inhale, exhale up, pressing into that standing, that supporting foot, nice and easy. So if I miss my chair, try not to laugh at me too hard. And bring it up, finding that balance, and down with control, and up, and down. Let's get two more. And up, and down softly, and up, and down. All right. Give yourself just a quick little moment, little reset. Now I'm going to take my hands. Now this is where a kitchen chair or a little folding chair may come in handy because I can actually wrap my hands over the side. We're going to do some little dips. So we're focusing on the back of the arm. Now try not to have your elbows open to the side. I want to think about pressing them slightly together and pointing them to the back wall. All right, so I'm going to bring my hands either side of my hips. I'm just going to walk forward. Now you have a couple of options, bent knees or straight legs. We're going to start the first set with bent knees for everybody, and then we'll give you the option to go to straight. All right, so I'm going to just shift forward, and we're going to lower and press. Keep it tall. Think about that belly in, shoulders back. Let's get two more. Big press. And coming back to your chair, shake it out. Give those hands, wrists and forearms a little break. You can take a little tricep stretch. Just reaching back and then taking it. If I take it overhead, I don't want to lose my chin. I want to keep it lifted. All right, guys. So I'm going to do another set. It's going to get a little harder. So you can always come back to the bent knees if you'd like. Otherwise, we're going to walk the legs out a little further. I want to make sure my hands aren't sweaty. And I'm going to take it out a little further. So we're coming into basically this reverse plank. And so we're going to lower and press. I bent my knees on that one. I didn't mean to. And press. So lower and press. And lower and press. These are a little tougher. Lower and press. Two more, guys. And press. Bring it in. Woo. So, all right, guys. So give those wrists and forearms a little break, a little flexion extension. All right. So for this next one, we're going to press and lift a leg. So we're just going to focus on the press. So what I'm going to do is bring my hands right underneath me. And so what I'm going to do is lift my hips. I'm going to lift one leg. And then let's just see if we can get the other foot up. Woo. Do that a couple of times. Try that. And maybe the foot stays on the floor. Luckily, the chair is right below you if you need to come down. All right, giving those hands a little break. We're going to do that on the other side. So if you had one foot doing the lift, let's get that on the other side. Shoulders are down. All right, so from here, pressing your hips off the floor. Now I'm going to, I can't remember which foot it was, but I'm going to lift. And then if you can, lift your other foot. If you're strong, which I am not today, maybe extend that leg out in front of you. Ready? Let's try it one more time. I'm going to lift. And this time I'm going to try that leg a little straighter. Lift my other foot. Oh, coming down. It was brief, but my booty stayed off the chair just for a moment. All right, guys. Let's come around. Give those hands a little break. Flexion extension, wrist rotation. We are going to do an incline push-up. So feet are on the floor, hands are on the chair or sofa or bench, whatever it is that you're using. So I'm going to make sure my chair is on the sticky mat. I don't want it to shift. I don't want it to move away. And I'm going to walk these legs back. And we're going to lower and press. Lower and press. So my elbows are going out for this one. Incline, push up. Keep it strong. Inhale down, exhale push. Inhale down, exhale push. 2 more please, keeping that long straight line. And once you finish, walk it in. I'm going to separate my feet and just lean back, leaning your head through your arms, giving your hands a little break, a little open and close. Wrist and forearms. I get a nice little rotation, flexion, extension. All right, so we're gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna bring my elbows near my body to make it more of a triceps incline press. So you don't have to go super low for you to really feel those triceps. All right, so we're gonna take it. I'm gonna start with my hands just a little closer, and I'm gonna walk it back, and we're going to lower and press, and lower and press. Keep it strong, guys. Lower and press. Long straight line, press. Lower and press. Let's get one more, please. Lower and press. I'm going to take another little, kind of a half of a down dog here. Just taking that forward fold, leaning through those arms. All right, so from here, I'm just gonna move my chair out for a moment, and we're gonna get a little bit of shoulders. So what I wanna do is I'm gonna step my feet wide. I like to multitask a little bit. So we're gonna get these arms out here, and we're gonna start with some shoulders. Just taking those little circles, and I've got my knees and toes pointing out to the corners, and I'm gonna lower down for 4 circles, and lift up for 4 circles. Keep it strong. Imagine a wall behind your back, nice and tall, shoulders back, and lower, lower down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up. Now, reverse your circles back. All right, so this time, let's pop our right foot and come down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up. So I've just got my right heel off the floor, lower, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. One more with this foot up. All right, bring it up, set that foot down. Let's take the other side. Go forward, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back, 2, 3, 4, and forward, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4, and forward, 2, 3, 4, and back. One more, guys, and forward, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. Stay here, open, bring it forward, heels and toes face the front, and stretch. Woo, give those shoulders a nice little break. Okay, so I want to come back to the floor, and I want to go into a bridging position. And this is one that I would normally do against the wall, maybe in a wall sit. We're going to take the elbows, and we're going to add some rotation. Not the elbows, we're going to add shoulder rotation. But we're going to also take a little, I would call this a wall slide if I were doing this against the wall. So if I were, let me find a place where there's some light. Oh well, we'll lean against Kansas City here. So I'm going to take it, and you would slide up, and you would slide down. But we're going to do that on the floor. So let's come back to our hips. You don't need your chair right now. If you have some light hand weights handy, have them accessible. All right, so we're going to lay back, and we are going to go into our bridge. So I'm going to walk my feet in just a little bit, and I'm going to peel this up 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, exhale, peel into this strong bridge. So we're going to hold this bridge for a little while. So I'm going to have my elbows out here by the side, and I kind of look at the arms like football goalposts. So I'm going to reach it back, try to touch the back of my hand.
to the floor, and then bring it all the way over, palm to the floor. And it may be super easy for you. And if it is, I would go ahead and add those light weights if you have them. If you're still working on getting the hands back and forward, let's do this a couple more times without adding any weights, if that's your plan to add weights. All right, so we're going to take it back, really trying to get that extension back, that rotation back, and then forward. Now, if you have some light weights, we're not going to grasp. I'm going to take it forward, and I'm actually going to help you into this just a little bit, and back, and press. Keep those hips up, and back, and press, and back. Let's get one more, guys, and press, and back. So I'm just going to set my weights down just a little bit, and I'm going to take these football goalpost arms. So my hands are going to stay on the floor. I'm going to slide this and reach, and then pull it down like I'm pulling my elbows into my pockets. And then squeeze it up, reach, and pull it down. Trying to keep the back of your hand against the floor. And press, and pull down. Keep those hips up. Those glutes might be talking to you a little bit by now. And forward, or up and down. Let's get one more. And up, and down. Now I'm going to walk this down super slow. Scoop the belly. And at the bottom, walk those knees in. Take a little moment. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to do that single leg bridge, and you're going to hold. So your glutes are getting a little bit, they're getting a little bit of work today. And we're going to alternately extend a long, straight arm. So these would be our dead bugs arms. All right, so reaching, and make it like a really smooth, controlled, maybe even a 1, 2, 3, 4 count, so that you're not rushing through it. All right, so we're going to start with our bridge. We're going to inhale, exhale, up. I'm going to lift my right leg, and I'm going to hold. So just keeping that leg up. I'm going to reach my right arm over, left arm down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. 5, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Let's go for 8. Come on, guys. 8, 2, 3, 4. Lower with control. Bring those knees in. We're going to do it again for the other side. This time, if you would like, with a little bit of weight. All right, ready? So I'm going to start with my elbows bent for a moment. Inhale, exhale, bridge it up. So I'm going to lift my left knee, and I'm just going to keep this leg in place. So I'm going to extend right and left. So up, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 2, 3, 4, and 7, 2, 3, 4. Last one, guys. And I'm going to release my weights. I'm going to take that hip down super slow and controlled. Walk both knees in. Woo. Nice little break. Okay, so let's come over to our hands and knees, and we're going to go into our down dog. We're going to do these pike press push-ups, and then we're going to do just one more little tiny planky thing. So actually keep your chair handy, and if you would, face it so that your feet can come on your chair. I'm actually going to just bring mine in and set it right on the edge. All right, so starting off, hands and knees, turn the toes under. We'll take an inhale, and on your exhale, I'm going to press and push back into my downward facing dog. If those hamstrings feel kind of tight, which is likely, take a moment and pedal through those legs. Now for this one, I want you to imagine you're pressing really heavy weights off of your shoulders. So the space between your hands We're going to lower the top of the head and press away. Inhale down, exhale, press. Inhale down, exhale, press. Keep it strong and press. Inhale down, exhale, press. Maybe your head touches, maybe it doesn't. I have a really big bun today, so I'm letting my bun touch the floor. And take it down and press. 2 more, please. Down and press. Last one. Down and press. Now I'm going to lower my knees. Take it back for a little child's pose. Big reach, big stretch. Okay. Now you can do these next exercises without the chair. So it's a decline push-up plank. So you decide where you want to be. It can make it a little harder. I'm just going to scooch mine in just a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is back up kind of close. I'm going to bring one foot on. Spread the weight through your hands before you bring the other foot on, holding your plank. Adjusting as necessary. Now, if you can, just stay here in your plank. If you want to add a little, you're going to lower and press. Lower and press. Keep it strong. Press. Now, if you're just holding that plank, keep it. Make it a good plank. Lower and press. Let's get one more, guys. One knee down, other knee down, and take a break. Take a quick little release to those hands, wrists, and forearms. Whew. All right. So one more thing I want to do with our decline is we're going to do, basically it's a leg pull front in Pilates. So I'm going to bring my hands, set them to the floor, one foot on top. I'm going to take this forward a little bit. Other foot's going to come up, and we're doing an alternating leg lift. All right, so finding that long line. I want to squeeze that line right where my leg meets my glutes. Point, point, and lower. Point, point, and lower. Keep it strong. Point, point, and lower. Point, point. Woo! Keep it strong. Lift, lift, and lower. Lift, lift. One more each side. And I'm going to bring one knee down, other knee down, and take a little break. Good work, you guys. Very good work. I'm going to push my chair away, and let's just have a little seat. Wherever you are is fine. I'm going to sit on my heels, but if you prefer to sit cross-legged, certainly can. So I'm going to take my right hand and lean over, get that nice little stretch in the side body, and then up and over, taking that little lean and up and over. This time, hold the lean, rotate forward, rotate back, opening the shoulder and chest toward the ceiling, and then bring it back to center. Other side, take the lean, take the rotate forward, take the rotate back, and up and over. Let's get that one more time. Take a nice deep lean, really thinking about the stretch into the side of the hip, down the side body. Take that little rotation forward, rotation back, and up and over. Other side, guys. Take that nice deep side body, breathing into those tight spots. Rotate forward, rotate back. Both hands come down to meet the floor. I'm going to push back to the ball of my foot. Take your weight, settle into the heels, fingertips touch. Now I'm just going to come up and I'm going to find balance. I'm going to fix my gaze. Whoop. Not balancing here, so pardon me. Nice and tall. Fingertips touch and unfold. Pedal through those legs, pop one knee, straighten the other. Head relaxes forward. Shake the head no. Both heels settle into the floor. Soften the knees. Slide the hands up. Unfold one vertebra at a time. Coming up nice and slow. At the top, a big inhale. I'm going to drop one arm for tricep stretch. And take it out. Other side. I'm going to step my feet apart. Take both arms, reach up. I'm going to interlace my fingers and bring it to the front and push. Opening up across the shoulders, across the back. Take the palms up and open. Nice, wide open stretch. Turn your thumbs back, palms up. And a couple of easy shoulder rolls. Everybody give yourself a nice big cleansing breath. Arms are going to lift up, big reach. And exhale. Thank you guys very much. Hope you're having a great day. Get outside and enjoy some sun.